me, me, me. Me, 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 me. I can't go that high. I'm not Cisco. I can't sing that high. What's going on, guys? Good to have every single one of you guys back on tonight's live stream. We got ourselves a fun little, cute little, Q&A hangout stream. Hopefully you guys are sharing this around with as many people as possible so you can get all eyes on tonight's stream, because I do want to have these nice little discussions, these nice little chats, if you will, during the Tuesday stream. And of course, as a reward for tuning in for tonight's live stream, you will of course be getting access to extra entries, I should say, into the live stream giveaway. Now, what exactly am I talking about when I'm referring to the live stream giveaway for all my newbies that are just joining in right now? I got this. This is what I'm talking about. Been doing this shit for years, man. Been doing this for a very, 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 very long time. I will leave a link to the rules in the live chat for everyone to read for themselves, which I strongly recommend you read it there. It's not decoration. It actually has some pretty good information on there. But every Thursday only, I give away a brand new YouTube unboxing mystery. I basically give away a free airsoft gun. I give away a free airsoft gun every Thursday. But on Tuesday streams, they're just as important because you get access to extra chances of winning said giveaway. Now, there are many things you can do to get entered, right? The easiest of which is just place a $20 or greater order and you're automatically entered. That's the baseline, right? But of course, during tonight's live stream, if you can see on the left-hand side, every $50 you spend will be getting you 2 entries into Thursday's live stream giveaway. So don't miss out and take advantage now while you can. And only another one that I'm going to throw in there, only for this week only. Every order for a LTX competition GBB pistol, right now I put it in right there, yeah, from this time frame, from yesterday till Thursday 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you'll be getting 5 entries into this coming giveaway. So again, if you were looking for a new sidearm, why not go with the LTX? Fun little gun, love the convenience of it, love the design, and a lot of cool amenities with it. But again, that's just one of the many things you can do to get your chances high this coming Thursday. But this is a Q&A hangout live stream. If any of you guys have any questions whatsoever, whether it be airsoft related, whether you're looking for product recommendations, my opinions on certain things, you're more than welcome to ask your question in the live chat right here on YouTube. Just make sure that you put the letter Q in front of the question, so it's a lot easier for me to spot and thereby identify, and then of course answer. But if you also want to ask me non-airsoft related questions, you are more than welcome to do so. I love shooting the shit with every single one of you guys, but I want to make sure that we try to get as many new people involved as we possibly can, right? This is supposed to be a safe space for them to be able to ask their questions if they're unsure. I'm not going to make fun of anybody for asking the questions, unless it's Happy Ghost Ninja. That's a different story. That guy had it coming. Sorry, Happy Ghost. But yeah, man, like I try to help out as many people as I can. I want to make sure everyone has a good experience, in airsoft, and has all the information they need, to go out and be happy, man. That's all I'm trying to do here. And of course, sell you some high quality airsoft guns, of course. But in the meantime, I also do have another discussion point for tonight. It's in the title of the live stream. You guys should have seen it right there. Can we airsoft forever? Now, what exactly do I mean by this? Do you think there's ever an age limit for airsoft? Do you think there's ever a point where someone should stop playing airsoft? Maybe even stop being part of the airsoft community as a whole. Genuinely curious if you think there's ever any sort of limit, or if there's any sort of maybe conditions in order for you to be even partake in this community. The short answer, in my opinion, is no, unless, of course, there are very specific exceptions that a person would have to meet in order to not really be part of this community anymore, or not, rather, at least not desire to be in this community anymore, if you catch my drift. And we can talk about all that good stuff later on as well. But I also do want to remind people that in addition to that, we also have some plenty of discounts and plenty of good things going on right now, including the Mayo Gang Holiday Mystery Box. We've already sold quite a few of these. The next batch is actually going to be shipping out tomorrow. So again, I don't know exactly if anyone right now has ordered one. If they're still waiting for theirs, odds are they're probably going to ship out tomorrow if they haven't already shipped out. Just because we have to do them in like batches. Because man, I mean, it's a good problem to have. I forgot. Again, I keep underestimating how busy holiday seasons really do get. We are doing very well in terms of holiday sales, which I'm thankful for. Every single one of you guys that has place your orders through us at Airsoft GI. Of course, your order is a direct way to support the channel. And again, I appreciate every single one of you guys for doing that and your continued patience, especially if you have any packages that are waiting to be sent out. We are trying our damnness to make sure that we sent out everything as soon as we possibly can. We just got to make sure we do everything correctly and by the book, by the numbers. But this is one of those mystery boxes that you really don't want to pass up, considering all the awesome products that are going to be there, right? We're talking gas blowbacks, we're talking high-end guns, we're talking launchers, like so many good things on here. This is like the most stacked with GVR like mystery box we've ever had before. You know, I'll leave a link to that one as well on the live chat for y'all to go ahead and check out. There you go. There you go. There you are. There you are. There you are. No, I don't want to do that. But there are still plenty of other new items on the site as well, which you do want to go and take advantage of. Some cool things, again, that we've been working on bringing in, like the VFC FAL OSW, which I actually just finished recording a main video with Boaz actually on not too long ago. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. Yesterday, we just finished the majority of the bulk of all the filming for it. So that video, I believe, should be going live this Friday, so make sure that you stay tuned for that. It's going to be an awesome video. In my opinion, I am going to be covering the FAL in detail. Things I like about it, things I don't like about it. Spoilers, there's really not anything I don't like about this gun. It is just such a freaking fantastic... You know what? I'll pull it up on screen right now, because I freaking love this thing. If any of you guys have gotten yours, let us know how much this thing is freaking hyped. This thing is good, actually. I'm genuinely surprised. Like, not in the sense of, like, oh, I was expecting it to be bad. I was expecting it to be, like, you know, passable and just be cool because it's an FAL. I was not expecting it to be this genuinely good of a gas blowback rifle. So I was very pleased. VFC, no one from fucking VFC is watching. But if any of you know someone who does work for VFC, let them know. Good job. Golf claps, everybody. Golf claps. Fantastic job. Bravo, bravo, bravo. You did a really bang-up job when it came to the OSWs. I've always loved FALs, and this was just such a dream to be able to, you know, talk about and bring into the U.S. Because, dude, I've been on the FAL hype train since, like, I don't know, man, since Modern Warfare 2, the OG came out, you know? And that was an option. Or the OG Black Ops. Oh, my God, yes. I forget that one was also an option in there, too, and I loved using that. Again, it's just awesome that we have them in, but there are so many dope products that you guys want to make sure that you check out, and still plenty of discounts which you guys can take advantage of too. Again, if for whatever reason you find that the product that you want is not currently discounted, any orders $189 or more will automatically qualify for free shipping, so you got that covered. But you can also use coupon code 2025, that's 2025, at checkout to get yourself 10% off your order, so long as it's not already discounted, which, you gotta be honest, is pretty damn convenient as well. But with that being said, we're gonna get right on into the discussion topic for tonight. Let us know, do you guys think that you will be airsofting forever? Do you think there's ever an age limit to someone that should be airsofting? Or do you think there's any sort of reason why someone shouldn't be playing airsoft in the first place? You know what I mean? Maybe it is not for everyone. I'm not saying that I'm not endorsing gatekeeping, by the way. That's not what this is. But do you think there is special circumstances to why someone should not be playing airsoft in the first place? Genuinely curious to hear what you guys have to say about it. I have my own thoughts on it as well, but I want to hear what you guys have to say first. And like I said, if you do have questions, put your question in the live chat on YouTube and put the letter Q in front of it. I can answer it that way. Toxic Gamer, what's up, Toxic Gamer? Good to see you again, bro. Hey, Isaias, wanted to say what's up, and thank you for sending the giveaway prize, man. We'll be making a vid this weekend. Dude, Toxic Gamer, put that on the share your content side of our Discord. Put that in that chat, and then tag me specifically. Tag me, my personal Discord account. That way I can see it as well. I like to be able to go and see what you guys have to say about, like, you know, the mystery boxes and everything. I try my best, obviously, to try to fulfill everyone's. Sometimes the requests I get are, like, fucking crazy and ridiculous, and I don't really have a lot of options with just that, but I do try my best to try to make everyone happy with their mystery boxes. Really, I really do, because I want to make sure that the value is there. I want to make sure that, you know, you feel like, you know what, this is fair at the very least. If nothing else, this was like, all right, cool. I didn't get shortchanged. I got, you know, exactly at the very least what I would have paid minimum retail. If nothing else, you know what I mean? If nothing else. Oh, yeah, that's good. And for those that are wondering, no, this isn't beer. It's apple cider. This is apple cider I got on me right now. Darkest of Trees, Squirrely Nuts. By the way, good to have you here, man. Cutter, RPG lovers, always a pleasure. It's not me, it's you. Had some inconsistencies in the hop, some flares, but easily fixed on the foul my buddy got. Hey, that's what's up, man. Well, I'm sorry that you did get some inconsistencies with yours. Apparently, there was like you'll find that like one in every like, God, I don't know how many like freaking the exact numbers are, like a couple thousand, right? Like they might have a little bit of like on the loading nozzle. When they cut it out, I think it was a little rough at the edge, so it might have caused a little bit of like feeding issues potentially, or it would just the BB would just drop. I know for UAD on their review, their initial one that they got in their OSW that they got was having that problem, but they said that they immediately just kind of took a little bit of like sandpaper or just a file just to kind of smoothed out the loading nozzle, and it seemed to fix the problem entirely. So there's that. It's like maybe you might get that one every so often, but it's a very easily fixable thing, and I'm sure that VFC is like already aware of it. Like, fuck, okay, we gotta fix this. You know what I mean? If you can still tinker on pews, then yeah, I think you and I are destined to do. Think you and I are destined to do this, dude. The killing joke, fucking hell yeah, Prime Tech, dude. Primo Technician, what's good, dog? Good to have you here on as well, man. I love to see it, bro. I love to see it. Waiting for Explosive Entertainment, do a review on the OSW Mark 1. That would be cool too. Again, when I was doing initial research, not just on my own like personal trigger time, but also looking up other people's videos and in preparation for doing my review on it, there was not a whole lot. There seemed to be a good amount of content for the OG, like the full-length barrel FAL, but not on the OSW. Not on the OSW. That one seemed a little bit harder to find. So it just seemed a little too new almost. But, I'm glad that if anything, our review will be the first one that I've seen stateside, like an actual full-on gun review of it in the United States, which is nice. The thing we're doing, I found a tailor. It's a go. Hey, RPG lovers. That's what's up, dude. Yeah, RPG lovers and I are working on a little side project right now. If we're going to be posting photos of it for sure. I don't know if it'll be done by the 20th, which I'm letting you guys know now here, because RPG lovers posted in our Discord server. I think it was actually Darkstar that might have done it. But him, Darkstar, and myself are going to be playing this Saturday, the 20th at Wildlands. So if you guys want to pull through, highly recommend that you guys pull through. It's going to be real fun. Just some casual walk-on games, you know what I mean? Something real laid back, real low-key, nothing crazy. It's going to be fun. Dark Tree, hopefully I get to see you there too. Same thing with you, Brewer. It's everyone's opinion of Delta Arms. Haven't had Creekside. What's up, Creekside? Haven't had too much personal experience with Delta Arms myself. Haven't heard anything negative, but I haven't heard anything super strong either. So take with that information what you will. Nothing. Here's the thing, though. As long as it's nothing bad, then it's like, all right, cool. I have some hope for it. You know what I mean? If you can physically do it and or a positive impact in the sport, come play during Hospice. I see. I think if you physically can do it, and if you have positive things, I think that's generally the biggest thing, right? I think that's sort of the sort of caveat, right? If you are a positive influence, or at the very least, you're not a toxic player. I think that's like the one caveat that makes me want to say, or maybe prevents me from feeling fully comfortable with saying everyone should play Airsoft. Because in reality, yes, everyone should be playing Airsoft. But, or rather, I would like it if everyone did play Airsoft. But at the same time, I also know that there are, unfortunately, even though it's a very few minority collection of people, these are the same MFers that are ruining it for everybody else. I don't know. Maybe there are just some people that they should not be playing Airsoft. I don't know, man. Maybe there's something wrong with them. I don't know if psychologically it's something wrong, or just like I have no idea of a way of explaining it. There are just some people I feel like that are just not all there and really are kind of lacking something. I don't know if it's a matter of lacking empathy for like your fellow player, understanding. You know what I mean? Like for them, it's like fun to just hurt people. And I don't want that in my Airsoft scene ever. I really don't want that. I get it on the competitive side. That's like part of the, thing. It's like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? Like you got Dome Rock, bro. Like that. But I feel like that's like a very mild version of that. It's still tolerable because you know what I mean? Because at least they're still looking out for each other in the community. And I know that that's the case in the indoor scene because I've seen it with my own eyes, right? I've seen it with my own eyes that they do that and they look out for their own. But I also see the extreme side of that as well. And I'm just like, I don't know if I vibe with that, Chico. I don't know if I'm really go for that. So maybe those people shouldn't be playing forever because they're just gonna be ruining it for everybody else. You know what I mean? Scrolling up, scrolling up, scrolling up. Oh, make sure I'm missing anything. Billy Moto, what's going on, dude? I was about to press order for the Saiga elsewhere for nearly $600. Then I saw a 450 flat on GI with Christmas gift to myself. Hey, that's what's up. It's not me, it's you. Yeah, man. I mean, it's almost like we got the best deals on the market. I mean, we do. We absolutely do. We absolutely do. We absolutely do. And guess what? We also price match as long as it's the normal base retail price for the exact same item. So, oh, I got the hiccups. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, that was weird. If you guys saw, say you wanted to price match something, just make sure that you get a hold of us. I would probably say the best way, the fastest way to do it, don't do it through phones. You can try to do it through phones, but bear in mind, it's holiday season. Phones are busy as fuck. And we do operate under regular, Pacific Standard Time hours, and we do get a lot of calls, right? We are incredibly swamped right now. Just sheer volume of orders that are being placed and people placing orders, which is a good problem to have, but it is still a problem. I would say the best solution for this is just to DM us directly, Instagram, Discord server. You can email us as well, or even use the live chat during normal store hours or regular customer service hours, I should say, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That way our customer service agents can assist you from there, and then go in and match it. But again, it has to be the same base retail price, not sale price. Sale price is different. We can't do that. But I'm glad you were able to get that deal, man. I'm glad you were able to go ahead and save, man. That's what's up, dude. 50 almost, and ain't stopping no time soon. Honestly, dude, that's goals. That's the part where I want to be at, right? Where I'm gonna be in my 50s, right? At this point, maybe in my 50s, and I'm gonna be like, you know what? I can still play. I can still run. Like that's why I'm trying to take care of my knees. Even though I work out 5 days a week, I still want to try to take care of my knees and my overall health and everything. Just because I want to get to that point where I'm like, fuck it. I want to be into my 70s and still be playing. You know what I mean? I don't want to quit. I don't ever want to quit. Ever. Even if I'm not playing as much, I still want to make day trips out of going with either my kids or maybe even my grandkids at some point. 57, turned 58 in March, and I'm planning events out as far as 2027. Hey, that's what's up, man. Hey, man, a real community motivator right there. Que onda, wey? What's happening? A little tired. Well, we're not even halfway through the week. Dude, I know, this week is, the days leading up to Christmas are very slow right now. Are very, very slow in terms of, you know what's helping, too? Just to give you an idea as to how busy and how swamped we are. You guys know I'm normally doing marketing, or I'm usually, doing a lot of admin work. I'm having to go ahead and help out, too, when it comes to shipping as well. Because we are just getting that many orders, and we want to make sure. Here's the thing, we could do it with just one person, but a lot of the orders would end up being super delayed and everything, and we want to try to avoid that. So both Cisco and myself are actually going back there to try to and helping out, getting literally all hands on deck to try to make sure that you guys are getting your packages as soon as we possibly can. Even though UPS right now isn't making any guarantees, outside of maybe expedited, we're still trying to do our part to try to make sure that packages go out as soon as possible. But obviously the packages that we can do, it's a lot, dude. It's a lot. I'm telling you right now, this week for entries, when I tally them all up, it's gonna seem like it's 2 weeks worth of orders, because man, it's just so many orders, so much shit has been going through right now. Again, great problem to have, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. And if you haven't already, make sure to leave a like on this live stream and continue sharing this around to as many people as possible. I appreciate every single one of you guys for taking the time out of your day to hang out with myself and the rest of the community. Let's just get all eyes on this stream and get more people involved, huh? Hat, what's going on, man? Sorry I didn't see you there. Should be all cut up. Should all be all cut up. Brewer, my man, always love to see you. All right, scrolling down because there's gonna be a lot more. Holy shit! Acratics, yo, Isaias, you're gonna be at AMS, American Mill. That's American Mill Sim. Yeah, I actually am gonna be getting in, because we're gonna be Lancer is gonna be sponsoring, and I'm gonna be going as a contractor, so I'm able to get my connections that way. So it's gonna be really cool. I'm literally paying nothing to go to this event, so which is pretty freaking sweet, Laush. JFD was happening, dog. And it was the best deal I found for the Saiga by far. Hey, that's what's up. Hope I can make it on Saturday. I got the flu right now. Oof, Dartree. Drink some OJ, go outside, in the sun, get some vitamin D, freaking drink your vegetable or chicken noodle soup, baby. Drink some pho. Trust me, that'll cure you right up. Well, you know the SpeakyB guys won't be playing that part of the hobby for too long. Yeah, that's another thing too. Do we think SpeakyB as a brand is actually going to be around for a while? Here's the thing: I want to support SpeakyB as much as possible, and I think the ball's in their court. You know what I mean? What they do now is really, really going to determine what's going to happen in the future. I think they will be around, but it's kind of tough. You know what I mean? It definitely is. There are some struggles that they have to go with, and I'm hopeful for them as well. Here's the thing: as much as I'm not an indoor player, or I'm not part of the whole SpeakyB scene, or the indoor scene really, at the end of the day, it's another form of airsoft, right? It's another form of airsoft. It's another way to play that is going to be appealing for a good number of people. Yes, outdoor players will always outnumber, and it will always be more popular than indoor style play. It always will be. There's the nature of the game. It always will be. The vast majority of airsofters do not want to play SpeakyB or do not want to play like high-speed competitive style. They want to play, more of like the sort of outdoor casual, maybe even milsim-esque or adjacent style of play, which is totally understandable, right? Completely understandable why they would want to do it. Has a mass wider appeal. It's not very competition focused per se. Like, it makes sense why. And I know it will always be more popular than SpeakyB, but I want to try my best to try to encourage all different types of players to not feel discouraged and to continue playing their way of play as well. As long as you are being courteous, you know what I mean, and you're calling your hits, I mean, what else have I got to complain about, you know what I mean? I think as long as SpeakyB remembers too that they have to try and really focus on bringing more new blood into the scene, and really emphasize that, really that be their main focus, I think they'll be okay. Man. Pony Express works. We had 2 peeps that have been shunned off by local airsoft community for always trying to scam people. Yeah, that's the other thing too, Darwin. You're right, Darwin Zucker. Being a scammer in the community is never, ever gonna pay off. It just doesn't, man. It's always gonna be an issue. It's always shit like that is always gonna come to light. It never pays off in the end to be a scammer because you burn so many bridges. Speaking on a personal note, there was a player that I used to know who was very active. He was a little bit older than me. He was closer to Cisco's age. But, and here's the thing. There's a difference between being like, oh yeah, he's like super unserious, he's super goofy, which is fine. We're all kind of like that to an extent. But this guy was just like, I don't know if his just maturity level just wasn't there. Like, I don't know what this guy's deal was, but he would have a huge habit of, like, he would offer products to people. He'd offer, like, to sell things to people, like products that he had, they're just accumulating. He was trying to get rid of some stuff. So he would sell people things. He would take the money, and he would lag, like, for weeks. We're talking weeks. For like being able to go out and give you the stuff that he wanted. You know what I mean? Here's the thing. I've bought used things before. Like things that just aren't sold anymore. You know what I mean? Like, or impossible to find. Especially at the time, right? So I'd like buy pieces of gear that are just not common or just that nobody sold. Or optics or things that are just not available US. So I'd buy things like that. Sure, yeah, so who hasn't, right? But it would take him so long and I would have to constantly get on his ass. It got to the point where people were just straight up calling him out on social media and like, nah, dude, fuck this guy. It got to the point where so many people in the local scene are just like, yeah, no, don't fucking deal with this guy. Like, he scammed me for weeks. And the only reason he gave me my product is because I had to like insta stalk him, right, and just blast him everywhere, and bullied him into essentially just giving me the shit that I paid for, right? It was like, it got to that point, right? It was super annoying to have to deal with. I haven't heard from this guy in a hot minute. I hope he's doing okay, but yeah, that was just not cool. Maybe that's another case where someone like that should not be playing airsoft, period, right? Should be immediately stopping, immediately cease, halt. You violated the law. I'm gonna visit Miami in a month or so. It's from Cappy's Cat, and I'm definitely gonna be flying back to Brazil with a bunch of replicas. Can't wait. Just be careful when bringing them back. I don't know what the rules, regulations are for Brazil, but hopefully, you stay in line with the laws and nobody, like confiscates your shit, because I would hate for that to happen, Reject modernity, return to Akimbo 1887. Hell yeah. Absolutely. Just got home from the movies and chilling with the boys now. Hey, what'd you watch, man? What movie you watching? What you watching now? Later, open invite to all. Yeah, open invite to all, absolutely. Ooh, Star Taxi 77. This is a great question. Shotguns or handguns? Me and my buddy are probably going to make the trek to an airsoft store soon. He's a big spender, but I'm keeping to 100 to 200. What do you think I should invest in? Here's what I would say. Oh, this is a tough one. Okay. If it's your first airsoft gun, generally, I'd say go with a pistol. Here's the thing. Shotgun would make generally more sense. And it is more viable as an option play-wise on a field, like on an outdoor field. But with a pistol, especially if you were to go with something along the lines of like ATM spec, high cap, right? Maybe a 1911. Something along those lines. I would even say sometimes a Glock too, right? The amount of parts that are going to exist is going to be a big determining factor as to what I would recommend. And the aftermarket support for pistols, especially high kappas, is going to be a lot higher than, say, something like a shotgun, even something along the lines of an 870. So me personally, I would say go with a pistol, something around along the lines of a TM high kappa. Honestly, freaking Cutter was absolutely spot on with it. Lance Tactical High Kappa Go pistol. That's one brand. There's several brands that make them, but yeah, that's definitely one. My personal favorite. I've recommended this so many times. Like, it's my go-to for a reason, man. Lance Tactical Heracles. This bad boy right here. Lance Tactical Heracles High Kappa GB pistol. Freaking sick, dude. The fact that it comes with the optic too is like really fucking based. I love that shit. For 134 on a shocker deal right now. Again, shocker deals are not forever, guys. Make sure you take advantage of it. Shocker, even at full price, it was worth it. But 134.10 for a usable optic, TM spec high kappa, magazine compatibilities across the board. You can always change out the optic if you wanted to. 14 mm counterclockwise external threads. It's already showing, so you can just easily slap a trace unit on that bitch. Like, you're good. You're absolutely solid. Just get this. Make your life easier. You know, why wouldn't you? But generally speaking, as long as you're going with a TM-based high kappa, yeah, you're pretty much set. Army Armament, Jag Arms, Lancer Tactical, they're all good. They're all good. You know, freaking, I like them all. Like, the Jag Precision licensed Tactical Innovations pistols are some of my favorite as well. Those are always really solid. Basically, any high kappa, as long as it's not a G&G high kappa, because that's a G&G is its own spec. Those are solid. Those are good. You can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong with those. But honestly, Star Taxi, if you want to go shotgun, do it. Why not? Why the hell not, you know? Elite Force HK416. Should you get rear or front wire gate? What's the difference? Daniel Torres. That is a great question, Daniel Torres. For Elite Force HK416. I mean, as far as I remember, I don't think there's any force. Chad, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that there's any difference between, or not any difference. I don't think there's any 416 that is front wired. I'm pretty sure majority of the 416s that are out there are going to be rear wired anyway. If you get the front wired gate tied, it's basically going to wire to the front, literally to the front, as if your battery compartment were located. So, like for ARs, AR style airsoft rifles, 416s. I don't think I've ever seen a 416 that was front wired. I'm sure it exists, but I just have never seen it. Maybe on like the 416, is it the 416D, like the one with the PDW stock? I don't know about that one. Okay, long story short, just get the rear wired one if you're running like a regular buffer tube setup. That way you can have your battery in the back where they normally should be. But you know, if yours is currently front wired, you can get front wired. Again, I'm not too sure what you currently have, right? But if it's just talking about your regular 416s, HK 416s from Elite Force, all the ones that I'm aware of right now that are in production are all rear wired. So definitely get the rear wired gate tight. Otherwise, it's gonna be a pain, and you'll have to like have the wires come out so that way you can, you know, outside of the handguard, so you can plug in your battery. It's a bit of a nightmare. It's a bit of a nightmare. Thank you for my Zyno TW9 Mod 0 from my mystery box, perfect indoor CB platform. Hey, where could I find the Picatinny stocks? On our site, Sleazy9435. On our site, you can get ACW Picatinny stock. I think that's the right one. Yeah, these are just a few examples of ones you can get. These are just the first ones that came to mind. Right, you can get something like this one, very straight design. Right, very simple, very simple. You get this sort of curvy one, right? And then you can get this one as well. Slight differences here and there. Nothing crazy. Slight difference in the butts in the actual like rear end of it as well. All folding stock, so you can definitely add that to your gun as long as it has the pick base, the PW9 Mod 0 included as well. Oh, excuse me. I had to rush to like make dinner. Traffic was fucking terrible. That's the one thing I don't like about the holiday season. Traffic is atrocious right now. Like I had to like do another freaking like 20 minutes just to get me home. I'm not even that far. Oh man, I love apple cider. Apple cider is the best. All right, there's one situation where you shouldn't play airsoft. You shouldn't play airsoft if you were an asshole. Yeah, no, 100%. RPG lover, you're 100% accurate. 100%. Don't need troublemakers in this fucking hobby. No more. We got enough of them, bro. There's enough of them, man. I don't need any more of that shit. I will build a mechanic suit in my elder years to keep playing if I have to. Yeah, Fallout power armor, dude. Just punch a deathclaw right in the jaw. Oh, that's hilarious, dude. I could see you Squirrely with a freaking with a power armor suit. That shit would be hilarious to see you walking. Hey guys, I'm ready to play. Okay, scrolling up. Yeah. All right, scrolling down. Most recent comments, questions. Got a few more guys. Remember, during this time frame, any $20 or greater order will automatically enter you into the giveaway as per normal any other day. But right now, exclusively during this live stream up until 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, every $50 you spend will get you 2 entries in the live stream giveaway. Also, I did forget to mention, I completely forgot. I posted this earlier. Holy shit! I made the Double Trouble mystery box live again. Bossman and I decided to make it go live. I believe it was this past Friday. And it's already sold out. Like, I checked this morning and it was already gone. Jesus Christ, you guys really like these. I mean, it is a banging deal. You're literally getting like a free airsoft gun. Or saving like half the price on like a $400+ airsoft gun, right? Like, it's pretty fucking good. I completely get it. Just so you are aware, we did add these, due to literal popular demand, we did add them back in stock. If you guys want to take advantage of the sale right now, we're going $285 is fucking nuts. Again, 16 entries, 16 chances of winning the live stream giveaway. Highly recommend you take advantage of that. It is a really, really good steal. I don't know if you guys have been seeing, all 26 of you that are here, I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with all the giveaways that we do, but when we've done them, when they were during time frames when the Double Trouble was live, holy shit, the amount of potential winners we could have gotten that would have won because they ordered the Double Trouble is absolutely nuts. It's insane, man. So Double Trouble is back, so take advantage now while you can. Those things are reward is better anyway, better batteries. That's what I'm saying. But I feel like it wasn't there a 416 at some point that was front wired. Please, somebody let me know. I feel like I'm misremembering something. Maybe like the 416 CQB, right? Like the one with the PDW stock. Maybe that one was front wired potentially. I don't remember. So what are your thoughts on the end of Winter Rumble in Tampa in March? It sounds awesome, Shadow Ghost. It sounds awesome, and hopefully, the estimates that I'm given and the down payment for my wedding aren't that much, because if they are too much, I won't be able to go. But if they're not too much, then I could possibly still swing it. Damn, out-of-state drivers go faster. That's what I'm talking. Dude, it's hilarious to see when all the transplants. It's a terrible word for it, but like all the transplants, basically everyone that didn't grow up in like California or doesn't grow up in SoCal, when they actually go back to their families, like elsewhere in part of the country, when they leave, all of a sudden, like especially around like literally at Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, the closer you get to it, like it starts getting busy, and then all of a sudden it just stops. Like all of a sudden everyone's gone. It's like, huh? All the transplants are gone. It's hilarious, dude. Isaias, we went and saw Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, and to be honest, meh overall. Was it better than the first one? Because I'll be honest, I still haven't even seen the first one. I know what happens, obviously, and yes, I have experience, obviously, like with the games. At least up to 4. Up to 4. I don't play Counter-Strike 2, so I wouldn't know. I think I know who you are talking about. The SoCal scene exposed that dude bad. There's been a few, unfortunately, because SoCal is such a huge location, specifically big spot for for Airsoft, there's quite a few people that have been like, called out before for some of their troublesome behavior. That one specifically, the Zero Kai, maybe we might be talking about the same guy. I don't know. He hasn't played in years, and I haven't heard from this guy in years as well, like a long time. Hardcore CS2 fan. I currently have MP5 and I have Beretta Rex. I'm still new, so I'm thinking I'll have. What should I buy next? 300 cap because I'm a teen. Get other. Yeah, you could do other stuff from CS2 as well. You could, honestly. I'm not too sure what sort of drives you. I mean, if you want to, take a chance, I'd say get yourself a holiday Mayo Gang mystery box. But that's just me personally. I mean, look at the prize list on this thing. I mean, look at this. Look at all the freaking sweet ass prizes you can win on this. Customs. High end gun, freaking launcher, GBR, LCT high end guns, Saiga 12, GBR, LCT. There's a lot of good stuff on here. GBR. There's a lot of gas Webex on this one as well. I would strongly recommend you go for something like this. If you're not too sure what to get, and you can swing a few $18 extra for it, I would say get that, because you get free UPS ground shipping with that. So I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there for you to take a look at. Pump up them like numbers, everybody. Yes, please, and thank you. I appreciate that, Squirrely. Guys, if you haven't already, make sure to go and leave a like on this live stream. It does the algorithms wonders. Please and thank you. Speedsoft and Milsim event. I have seen this. It is pretty funny when you'll see like a regular NATO dude and they're told, by cadre, fucking clear out that building, right? We got Ruskies in there. It's like, all right, cool. So we're going in to clear it, and then there's one guy. I think I've said this before on stream. He had like one of the old school, was it like which one was it? One of the needle tails, like one of the Lance Tactical needle tails, but it was black and purple. It had the Alpha stock on there as well. He had that, and it was bright purple too. And he was running the freaking bright ass magazines for it too. Dude, it was hilarious seeing it. He was like, "What the fuck?" Like everyone did a double take. Like, what is this guy doing? He had that, and oddly enough, he was also. This is not Speedsoft, but it's just funny. He also had one of the Resident Evil stars, freaking custom like M9s. He had one of those, right? Which was, I thought, hilarious. That he was rocking that. That's a weird combo to see at a Milsom West event, man. But you know what? He did his job. He did fine. There was no problems with him. Why not? And here's the thing: as funny looking as that like needle tail was in that setting, it's still an AR base. It's still an AR style airsoft gun. That is acceptable. You can do it. I don't think it's the best fit, but that's what he had. And it wasn't breaking any rules, so. CBQB got some issues they need to sort of. Yeah, no, of course, absolutely they do. Of course they do. But I'm thinking, I from what I've seen, because we do, get in contact with them and we do see them quite often. We've had collabed on other things. I think they've come around and realized the mistakes that they've made, and they are genuinely trying to put a greater effort moving forward. I really do. I really does seem like that. And I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Of course, we've all made mistakes. I can't tell you the number of mistakes that I've made in my experience, working in the industry, man. Like, I've made a ton of mistakes before. And I had to learn the hard way, unfortunately, for me to really get the lesson. But, I think they are realizing it and are making better strides. I think that is definitely the case. Oh, man, my freaking allergies are going crazy. Bro, them flu demons from your body. Is that your attempt at a Jamaican accent RPG? That was funny as fuck. Oh, dude, that's hilarious. Can I run two pistols with one HPA tank? Yes. I'm fairly certain I've seen this. I've seen it before when I've seen guys with like dual tank systems, right? But I think I have seen some guy he basically made his own reg where he had two lines sticking out of it, which was crazy. But like, hey, if it works, it works. You know what I mean? If it works, it works. Scrolling up, making sure I'm not missing anything. All right, cool. Should be all caught up on those. Scrolling down the most recent comments questions because there's gonna be a few more. There we go. Yeah, I know. My clothes. And they kick out him. I was told those full auto fights are special events. They don't do that all the time. And they guy talk said, yeah, those guys are nuts. Like here, I've seen videos like that. It's a little crazy. Yeah, it's a little crazy. I don't know how I feel about those. To be fair, Final Freddy's is just jump scares. The lore is scary stuff. The lore is some scary stuff. I remember when the first games were coming out, and I was like, back in like 2015, dude. That was like 2014. 2014, I was still in high school. I think 2015. I think yeah, I was just 1 year. It was like my first year of college. Dude, I was going crazy with like all the research into like the fucking lore and stuff. I was like, dude, I was into this shit. And then like every game it would like change the lore. I'm like, okay, I don't know what's what anymore. I don't know. It is so convoluted. But you know what? I'm glad that the kids are getting the game or the movie adaptation, and it's not terrible. Because I don't know if you remember, there was a time. I'm speaking to all my early 2000s and 90s kids out here. There was a time when we were growing up where if it was a video game movie, right? If it was a movie based on a video game, it just automatically sucked. There was just something about it that was terrible. And not that everything about it was necessarily bad. There were some cool things to come from them, of course, right? And we're kids, we don't really know. At least not that much, right? But it's not until we get older we're like, yeah, this wasn't very good. This was not very good. There was a lot of those. Unfortunately. And you guys know what I'm talking about. If you guys know what I'm talking about, let me know which ones. List them out for me. I'm curious to see if you can name them all. Because they were pretty egregious back then. The quality has definitely gotten better. Not by much, but it has gotten better. Just remember, didn't follow season 2 start today. I think episode 1 today, but the rest tomorrow. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to check that out as well. Just need to make yeah, so one thing I was wondering too, why not just make? I know why they did it, because they want to be able to get more people, they want to fill out more seats. It's more profitable for a movie studio to greenlight a project if it's gonna be PG-13, because that means that they have a wider appeal audience, right? My comeback to that is look at a lot of the very successful like horror 80s movies. Why were them shit so and have such a massive legacy now? Because they were rated R. It's because they were freaking hardcore, man. Just make it actually scary. Make it actually violent. I promise you, you take your audiences seriously enough, they will appreciate it. They always do, man. They always do. Sitting here nodding out. It's been a long day. 5 a.m. comes around. No worries. Chokehold, by all means, get yourself some sleepo, bro. Get yourself some sleepo. You got work in the next morning. I'll see you on the next one, dude. Saw a video today out of the Philippines. DMR shooting 20S at 6. Damn, 6:30. Holy shit. Damn, Cutter, that's crazy. Holy crap, man. Jesus, I don't. That's a little much, bro. I mean, it's the Philippines. Apparently, when I remember talking to guys that have come literally straight out of the Philippines, you know, they just came here either to visit or they just moved, like they just got here, and they were telling me like, yeah, in the Philippines that it's like there's no regulations, you know what I mean? Like you can do whatever you want with your airsoft guns. I was like, damn, bro. He's like, yeah, I've gotten like shot up. I have like scars still from when I was a kid. I was like, holy fuck. I don't know if that. I don't know about that one, dude. I'd be absolutely great. I would love to play in the Philippines, like location wise. I don't know if I'm pretty sure I would want at least a little bit of rules. I'd want a little bit more rules on there. Took my kid to watch that. I fell asleep. Oh no, that's funny. That's not a good sign though. Not really better than the first one. It's all legit. By the way, good to have you here, man. In stereotype Asian voice, you buy Double Trouble box, you get 2-for-1 special. Oh boy. So what's your thoughts on it as well? Lose side of the Florida March event, end of Winter Rumble, non-event event. Okay. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, I'm not confusing him. 12 Chris, first name Mario, last name Mario. Oh no. Oh yeah. I forgot that line. Dude, that shit was that shit was ass, bro. I hate that movie. Oh, dude, I hated that movie so much. That was like, I feel like I lost brain cells as a kid watching that. I knew for whatever reason that movie just reeked of like trash. I don't know what it was. Obviously, looking back at it now, it was a bad movie, right? Just not a good adaptation. Like, it was just, what am I watching right now? If I don't know, it felt like a weird mix of like Blade Runner setting, no nonsense like plot. Like, I don't know, dude. That was just not a good one. Not a good one. I did not like that one. 22 Tango Airsoft. What's going on, man? Good to have you on the stream, dude. Call sign heaven. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, Philippines Airsoft arenas typically only care for eye protection. That's insane. I mean, yeah, I'm glad if anything, yes, I'm glad that they're concerned for eye protection. But not caring about anything else, dude, that's nuts. Like, I doubt that gun's stock was shooting that hot. I highly doubt that was the case. That motherfucker upgraded the shit out of that. He wanted it to hurt somebody. That's not cool, man. Do you care about proper taxes? I have an AUG A3 and JG and I love it. We need Gnarls in here to enlighten us. Absolutely, absolutely. Where is Gnarls? Gnarls, where are you at, bro? So, like, out of the G17s, what's the best one? Price performance, got any brands that I usually say? Of the G17s, I'd say go. I mean, my personal favorite is the Gen 4, but you can go with the Gen 5 too. That's totally fine as well. You know what? I'll show you. I'll show you which one I want. In my opinion, my favorite Glock 17. Glonk. See if I can find it. This one. Is this the right one? Yeah. I like this one a lot. Gen 5 MOS, full blowback. This thing's fucking crazy. CO2 powered, kicks like a mother. I love this thing. It's just solid, man. It's just good. Already pre-threaded outer barrel. Just slap a trace unit on there, like, if you really wanted to. It's fucking sick. There's literally not much else for me to say. It's just, in my opinion, this is probably the best one. But, again, you can always go for the other ones, too. And they're all solid, too. They're all really solid. The official license ones, they're all really good. I really want to see the Backrooms movie. I just hope it's not too late for the franchise. Is there a movie coming out for the Backrooms? Like a legitimate movie? Like full-on release and everything? I didn't know this. I mean, I've heard rumors of like that they were going to make Backrooms movies, but they were always like fan projects, you know what I mean? Like fan films and stuff, or short films. Which to this day, I think the very best Backrooms like short film that's ever out there that someone actually put out themselves was Stalker. If you guys look like the Backrooms Stalker, like I'm sure that's gonna be like the first video that pops up. That one scared the shit out of me. And that one shit was actually legitimately creepy as hell, and it was really well done to the point where I showed Jazz once that whole movie on the couch. We're just hanging out, and I just put it on for her, and she was like super invested in it. That seemed like a legit movie. I would love to see that in a full release. That would be awesome. But yeah, I'm really curious to see what the Backrooms movie, like the actual movie, like official release is gonna be. I'm curious. Come on, Isaias, you love BOG. No, I didn't. I really didn't. I really, really did not like that. Okay? What's a good? It's not like really based on any one particular game. I like the Sonic the Hedgehog movies. I actually like those a lot. I know they're not perfect, but they're just fun. And I think those are all, like, had that come out during my generation when I was growing up as a kid, I would have loved the shit out of those. You kidding me? That would have been perfect. But no, I back then, I can't really think. Even like the Mortal Kombat. Oh, dude. No. The Mortal Kombat live action movies, dude. Like you know what? The newest ones that have come out, I don't hate as much. I knew the last one was like kind of, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. It was just meh overall, right? I'll still take that over like the fucking 90s ones, dude. I don't like those at all, man. Those felt lame. It felt cheap, even by their standards. By that point, I was like, this is coming out like around the same time as some other like crazy good like 90s blockbusters that have like way better effects. And I know effects obviously don't make or break a movie, but at least it didn't feel cheap watching those other movies compared to this, right? Like, I don't know, dude. It just reeked of like low budget for some reason. I don't know why. It smelled off. It didn't pass the smell-o-meter. You know what I'm saying? All right, scrolling up. Tell him Uncle Cutter said it's bedtime. What are you talking about? A little bit dealing with. They're off the rocker. I was told the full auto as well. Okay, yeah, should be all caught up on all those. All right, guys, remember during this time frame, every $50 you spend will be getting you 2 entries into this week's live stream giveaway. It's going down this Thursday, so don't miss out. Spread the word as much as possible. I want more new people involved in these live streams. We have a discussion topic for tonight as well. Will we be airsofting forever? Will you be airsofting forever? Do you think there'll ever be a point in your life where you think you will stop airsofting? I'm very curious to hear what you guys have to say about that. And if you do have any sort of airsoft-related questions or not, whether they're not questions at all, they're not airsoft-related and you just want to ask me random shit, by all means, you're more than welcome to do so. Just put the letter Q in front of the question. It's a lot easier for me to spot and identify, and thereby answer. And don't miss out. Remember, if you order yourself one of the Lance Tactical LPX competition GB airsoft pistols, you'll be getting yourself 5 entries in a live stream giveaway at any point. You don't have to even order it during this live stream, but if you order this at any point this week before Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you get an entry in. Not only that, if you get yourself one of the Double Trouble mystery boxes right now, where you get 2 airsoft guns for the price of 1. That's 16, baby. That's 16 entries into the giveaway. So don't miss out and get your orders for this bad boy. Seriously, this is awesome. This is just straight up awesome. I know why these things sell out super quick. Jump on it. There's only 10 of these available. Actually, less than that because I know 1 or 2 sold already. 4 UAD Bucky's coming to the site. It's all legit. Yes, 4 UAD. We've already done like some testing with them already, and yeah. No, absolutely. 4 UAD is absolutely coming over to the site. It's going to be some time, but, like, yeah. We're going to be at this point. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we just absolutely gotta. You know what was a great video game movie? The Avengers. The movie was way better than the game. I'm pretty sure it was not a game. I'm talking, like, specifically that it was a game first, and then they decided to make a movie based off of it as well. I don't think that there's, at least pre-2000, I don't know, 2010 maybe, I'll use that as a moniker. I don't think there was any movie based off a video game that was genuinely good around that time frame. Even superhero movies were just barely getting off their feet at that time. You guys remember Steel? You guys remember that movie Steel that came out in what, 90, what was it? I'm gonna look this up right now. Steel movie. That movie came out in 97, bro, with Shaquille O'Neal. I'm not making this up. If you guys don't, all you Zoomers that think I'm lying right now, look at this. Shaquille O'Neal was Steel, bro. This is what we were at the time. We have it good now. As much slop as Marvel has shoveled into our psyche, at the very least, they felt a little better than this, man. Like, what the hell were we dealing with back then? Cave Win Patricio, what's going on, man? Good to have you on the stream, man. I remember you, dude. Good to have you back, bro. Best video game movie, Ready Player One for sure. That's not a, that's not a real. That's a movie based off a book. Let's see. What are some of the best replicas you have whatever. Why can't I freaking read? Which are some of the best replicas? I can't read that. Thank you, brewer. Have been shipped in the Double Trouble box that you are aware of. Oh God. I know. Fuck. I think it was like the second batch or second run of the Double Trouble boxes. We didn't give 2 to this one, but this person won like well over like $400. I think it was one of the MWSs. I think it was it wasn't the A1. I think it was the CQBR. Someone got one of those. That was crazy. That was nuts. I know another person ended up getting one of the ISO 556s. Some people have really like cashed out, were able to cash out and get like the dope prize and get like one really awesome, like super expensive airsoft gun, usually like a GBR. I know for a fact we've done 2 of those. Which was pretty nuts. 2 words, Resident Evil. Okay, RPG Lover, you know for a fact. Squirrely. Okay, you, dude, I didn't even know that you had commented on that. Dude, yes, don't give me, okay, Squirrely, back me up here. I know you have my back on this. Those are bastardizations of the Resident Evil franchise, and you know I'm right. those don't capture the essence of the games in the slightest. You know what the Resident Evil movies are? The Resident Evil movies, the live, not Welcome to Raccoon City, or even the animated ones. Those are actually really good. I actually like the animated ones. I think those are really sick. No. The ones with Mila Jovovich, those are basically just, this is Paul W.S. Anderson making fan fiction about his wife, or at the time wife, and now they're actually genuinely married. If you didn't know that, yes, Mila Jovovich and Paul W.S. Anderson. I think they're still married, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure they're still together. But that they were married for a huge, long portion of time, and I'm pretty sure they're still together. That is just, hey, I want to make my wife as badass as possible, which, respectable. I understand. I love the game. But don't mess with the Resident Evil franchise, bro. Don't fuck with the Resident Evil franchise, man. Monster Hunter was terrible, and I never even invested much into those games. Dude, I used to fucking love Monster Hunter back in the day. Dude, me and my buddies used to play Monster Hunter like crazy. We'd stay up for hours. Trying to go on these fucking hunts, dude. It was crazy. And I've rage quitted so hard with Monster Hunter before, too. Monster Hunter 3 especially. I don't know why. Dude, but yeah, no, that was Resident Evil, dude. Like, and then they have the audacity to like bring in some of these like, oh yeah, legacy characters, right? And I'm like, brother, how long did it take for you to even bring up like Leon Kennedy? You know what I mean? How long did it take for you to bring in Leon or Ada Wong? You know what I mean? They were in the second game. It took you what, like 5 movies to get there? Oh my god. No. I think the worst one, the most absolute bastardization of a character I've ever seen was freaking Chris Redfield, dude. What was that? What happened to big, like, jacked Chris Redfield, bro? What did they do? Look how they massacred my boy. Like, what did they do? What did they do to him? This man was so strong, he could punch boulders. He gave Wesker a hard time later on. You know what I mean? Like, it took a long time, but he was able to get the best of Wesker. You know what I mean? Like, what have they done to my boy? Like, I have nothing against the actors. He's like, I don't hate the actors. They're just actors. They're doing a job. I'm not going to hate them for doing it. It's whatever the fuck they were cooking up in that writer's room. I don't know what they were smoking, but, dude, I hate, because Chris Redfield's my favorite character. Chris Redfield's my favorite Resident Evil character of all time. He was there from the beginning, and he's still around now kicking ass. Like, he is my favorite character from the entire franchise. Right? I know some people are big Leon simps. That's fine. I get it. Nah, man. Freaking Chris Redfield, the OG. All right? They butchered him. He was chopped. He got chopped, bro. I hated what they did to him, man. Nothing compared to what they did to the Master... Oh, you mean Master Cheeks? You mean Master Cheeks, bro? You mean Master Cheeks, bro? Mr. I don't want to wear my helmet? Ugh. Brother, what were they thinking, dude? I hate you know what? I will say, at the least visually, it looks like him. I mean, obviously, you know, the face, we don't, that's a whole other discussion. I mean, generally the vibe of the show. At least that looks like Halo. Some of the shit didn't even look like Resident Evil, even though there were zombies running around everywhere, man. Bro, I was at the mall today, and there was a Santa Claus at the center of the mall, and nobody was visiting him, giving him hugs or anything. Oof. Yeah, because a lot of people are cynical this time of year. I'm sorry about that, man. Chris, my boy, too, Isaias. This is why we're friends, dude. Absolutely. Dude, fuck, you know what I'm talking about, man. The Ori Films list I can talk about forever. Dude, same. I get so much hate. You know what? As many problems as I have with Welcome to Raccoon City, I will gladly take that over any of the Mila Jovovich. Although, to be fair, I'll be honest, Squirrely. If I'm being completely honest, the first 2 of the live-action Resident Evil movies, I hate what they did with it, but at the very least, the second one, Apocalypse, felt like they came a little closer to the source material. I'm not saying perfect. I will never, ever in a million years say it was perfect, and there was a lot of things I hated about those movies, but the first 2 felt the least guilty of a lot of the stuff. You know what I mean? Like, at the very least, they got Jill Valentine, and they did try to make her seem like a badass in the second movie, which she is. She's a freaking awesome. Dude. Jill Valentine is an absolute fucking unit as well. Dude, fucking weapon specialist, like, dude, she freaking kicks ass. And I'm glad that they tried to bring a little bit of that to her character representation in the second movie. And the second movie, I'll be honest, I do like movies, zombie movies in which they actually show, like, it hasn't completely turned into the apocalypse yet. It's still like on the brink of like mass infection. It's spreading like crazy, and the government's trying to get a handle on things. Obviously, they're losing, but I do like that sort of. I think that's why I also like 28 Weeks Later a lot. Even though I know 28 Weeks Later is nowhere near as good as 28 Days Later. I know it's not. And I gotta be honest, like just objectively, it's just not as good as a movie. But I still really enjoy those sort of style plot lines where it's like, okay, the infection's spreading and we gotta try to put a lid on this, but it's clearly not working. Like, I like those types of settings. I don't know, it just felt cool. But that's about it. That's the only good things I will say about those movies. You know what the Covenant needs? A human leader figure. I don't know about that one. Humans would have never been allowed. First of all, humans would have never been allowed in the Covenant in the first place. The prophets would have never allowed it. Is it strange to apologize after shooting players? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't think there's... If you shoot a player, right? Even if it was like a fair kill, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think just the fact that you even feel compelled to apologize for, even if it's just like a little bit of like, you know, pain here and there, just the fact that you even feel compelled to say sorry about it means that you're a genuinely good person. Super Dells trains, and don't ever regret that. Don't ever regret being empathetic. Scrolling with my boy too. Absolutely. You know what the Covenant is as well. Agreed with you on the first two, and be warned there is another Resident Evil movie. Oh no! Oh no! Why can't they just stop making these? Here's the thing. All they would need to do, realistically, all they would need to do to make a banger Resident Evil movie is just follow the first game. You don't need to complicate. The problem with Welcome to Raccoon City is that it tried combining two movies into one. It got things completely out of order because it wanted to redo the sort of like origins of the character. They wanted all the characters to know each other by this point, which they don't. Not really. Not like that. Right? It just is not going to work out that way. And they wanted to have... Oh, excuse me. They wanted to have Birkin, you know, kind of already have a connection to Redfield and from the first get-go, and I was like, William Birkin didn't really know Chris Redfield like that. I don't know. It didn't make sense. So the fact they tried to force that in the movie, I understand what they were trying to go for. It just doesn't work. All you have to do, seriously, all you have to do is just follow the first game, right? You could follow it to a T, and it would be perfect. Just give us a Spencer Mansion. Zombies and freaking, you know, monsters are running amok, eating the entire stars. You don't even have to separate, you know, Jill and Chris like on their separate. You don't have to separate them. Just have them all together, and one by one, each of the stars members gets taken out by a new threat or a new cause, whatever it might be. Just have them taken, and by the end, it's revealed. Oh yeah, it's what. Oh yeah, by the way, spoilers. It's Wesker. Wesker betrayed us all, right? Like, okay, cool. Like, you could even do the whole like Barry subplot, right, where it's like, oh yeah, you know, Jill, they have my fucking, they have my family, Jill. I need to do what Umbrella tells me to. You know, you could do that. It would work. I could genuinely see this working out as an actual movie, and it would be fine. It would be banging to see this happen. Have hella gunplay, have lots of jump scares here and there, genuine suspense with the setting and the atmosphere. Like, it would work. It would be a very, very easy film to do, but they're never gonna do it. Never, ever, 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 ever gonna do it. And I hate it, man. I apologize to my first kill because I trip-tapped him in the jewels. Oh, no. Crazy J. You monster. Why? Triple-tapped him? Oh, no. Well, you know what? At least you felt bad about it and you apologized. So thank you for being a positive role model for the rest of the Airsoft community. If you accidentally triple-tap someone in the jewels, you owe them at least an apology. That's not cool, bro. Have a good night. I seen you apologize once, and the kid looked at you, laughed, and even said, "You didn't even hit me." Okay, all right, cool. I can solve that real quick. Bang, bang, you know? I remember I got him back, though. Could be worse. Could be the 90s Street Fighter. I don't remember. Oh, my God. I blanked that out of my memory. Oh, no. Oh, no. There is one good line, though. If you guys remember the 90s Street Fighter movie. If you guys haven't, look it up. I'll say this. Apparently, if you're high, it's a joy. But I don't know about if you're sober like the rest of us. There's one really good line where Bison is talking to Chun-Li, I think, and he's like, you know, for you, it was the worst day of your life. You lost your family, you lost this. But for me, it was a Tuesday. That's a pretty cold line. That's pretty fucking cold, man. That's pretty fucking sick. Like, that's a good line. Everything else, though, okay, why would they get Jean-Claude Van Damme to play fucking Guile, bro? That makes no sense. That made no sense whatsoever. I think, honestly, Schwarzenegger should have done it. Don't get me wrong. I love Jean-Claude Van Damme. Mistakes and all. I think that man is a freaking icon. Universal Soldier, Bloodsport, dude, two of my favorite, like, fighting movies ever. Actually, more Bloodsport. I fucking love Bloodsport. If you haven't seen Bloodsport, go watch it. Jean-Claude Van Damme at his finest. Oh, dude, fucking sick. I love. And the soundtrack is just so, like, unapologetically 80s and, like, awesome. It's sick. This was my first time playing Airsoft, so hey, you know what? We all learn. Super Dale's Train. What's the most shots you've taken at a ref? Wait, taken at a ref in one game? I have never shot a ref before, ever, in my entire 16 years of playing. I have never shot a ref, and I would feel terrible if I did. Like, refs expect to like get hit here and there every once in a while. It's the nature of the game. They're a body. They're walking around the field where people are literally shooting at each other. It's going to happen, right? Same thing with paintball, gel blasters, you name it. They're all going to get hit. But I personally have not hit a ref, or at least not that I'm aware of yet, anyway. Resident Evil could have done the Spec Ops version for Welcome to Raccoon City. Yeah, that's true. They absolutely could have done it as well, dude. Oh, whatever, man. You know what? They're just not gonna get it right. They've had all this time. I don't know if you remember, like 28. Was it 2020? Was it 2020? I forget what year it was. They did another attempt at a Resident Evil movie, or was it a show? They tried doing one. It was a live action one. It felt like it had nothing to do with the actual game series either. They did it on Netflix. It was another Netflix adaptation that fucked it up. They've had this many years to get it right. They're just not going to do it. They're not going to do it. Capcom, my expectations of you in terms of what you greenlight is not very high right now. All you have to do is make a remake of Dino Crisis 1 and 2, and I'll be happy. And then maybe eventually we'll get the proper sequel, Dino Crisis 3, that doesn't fuck it all up. Anyway, I don't know. I also really love Dino Crisis. Dino Crisis is my shit. Resident Evil, but with dinosaurs, man. Like, seriously. I need to buy four Airsoft AGs to play on my, I thought it was at 6, 8-acre property, and can spend between 200 to 300 per AEG. Okay, sweet. That's a great budget to have, Mr. Problemo 8841. You don't have to necessarily spend that much to get something good, but that is a good budget to have overall. I would say for right now, if you want something like really, really solid, my personal recommendation, honestly, would be to go with MGC4. Simple, easy, right? And right now, they are normally $315, but they're discounted at $280. This would be my number one. Genuinely, this would be my number one. Within that budget, you get like, what, 4 of these? Yeah, dude, easy. Pick up these 4, and then you're set. They actually come in different colors, too, so if you want to get the different colorways for them, I would for sure recommend getting some of these bad boys. You don't believe me? Hear the opinions of some of the owners from here. Literally, so many of the guys on this live chat right now currently own MGC4 models, so feel free to go and ask them as well what their experience has been. But these things are solid. These things are simple. I own one of these. It's fucking awesome. It's amazing, I thought Angelina Jolie in Tomb Raider was badass. You know what, Brewer? There are a few things I don't like about those movies, but I think that's the closest we've gotten so far in terms of like, okay, character looks accurate, right? Generally, you know what? I'll say this. If nothing else, the Tomb Raider movies, both of them, they did, well, there was actually 3 of them, wasn't there? Yeah, there was a movie that came out in like the late 2010s, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, no, in terms of just the, like original early 2000s movies with Angelina Jolie, I think she did a really good job of capturing the character's essence for sure. Like, I think, like, if you had to get like a perfect representation of that character in live action, they couldn't have picked anyone better than Angelina Jolie. I think she definitely captured the essence for sure. I think in terms sheer aesthetic, perfect. Nailed it. Absolutely perfect. Parasite Eve, dude. That I don't even know if people know what Parasite Eve is, man. Square, come on, make the easy money. Where do I grab extra mags? You can pretty much use any M4 magazine that you'd want. Take a look at this. This is what I would suggest, especially because you have 4 AGs of these. I would say grab one of these. Let's see here. Mag pack. I think this is going to show up under this name. Yes. Okay. If you type in mag pack, or actually better yet, if you type in this, or you know what, just click on the link. Just click on this thing. I'm going to put it in the live chat. There you go. There you go. This 10-pack, it's going to have the Zion Arms high-speed mid-cap magazines. They're 140 rounders. Freaking looks awesome. PMAG style. Oh, excuse me. These are sick. These mags work pretty much everything and anything. You're getting a 10-pack for $60. Literally chopping that price in half. This is a steal. I would strongly recommend you do it because magazines are always going to be something that you end up losing. So it's nice that you can share a couple of these mags amongst your friends as well. For like if you have 4, yeah, I would say this is probably your best bet. This would absolutely be your best bet, especially for the best bang for your like $60 for 10 of these magazines is awesome. That is a steal. I would strongly recommend you do that. But you can also buy individual mags if you prefer. It's entirely up to you. Extra batteries, no worries, Mr. Problem. I got you too. I would say this. For that one, because it's pre-wired to Dean's, you definitely want to get an 11 one that's gonna fit it. I would say, what's the best one? Yeah, one of these each at minimum. Pick up 1300 milliamperes. That's like the biggest stick shape, like normal stick shape you could fit in there before you have to like extend the stock to like make room for it. I'll leave a link to that as well. I would say that, and then if you want to get a charger for charger. I mean, you can use pretty much any LiPo balance charger if you want. I own one of these old Tenergy ones. Those work great. I mean, literally any of the LiPo balance chargers will work. Oh, this one's pretty cheap too, $32. It's not bad. Yeah, you can do this one, but feel free to just use whichever one you really want. Honestly, at the end of the day, you can, if you want to save money too. You're technically speaking, you can share one charger for your entire group of friends, but it is nice that you have your own stuff as well. Maybe just have like 2 chargers at least, so that way they don't take long to charge. They really don't. They really don't take that long to charge. Oh god, my nose. And Mr. Problemo, if you order all of this right now during this time frame of the live stream before 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you're actually going to get extra entries into this Thursday's giveaway, in which we give away a brand new Airsoft gun as well. And you're actually going to have some pretty high chances of winning if you order all this stuff right now. So, not pushing you either way, but again, I just wanted to let you know. I'd be remiss if I didn't let you know about that as well, that you have a chance of winning another Airsoft gun if you get your orders in right now. It's because every $50 right now gets you 2 entries, but that's only for the duration of the live stream. So, Parasite Eve, yeah, you played it? Okay, cool. Parasite Eve was great. You know what? I love how much of a fan of the game freaking, I don't know if you guys know the group Bring Me the Horizon. To the point where they have like whole like songs like and shit like inspired off of that. Like they're such big nerds. I love Bring Me the Horizon. Bring Me the Horizon is fucking sick. To the point where they have a whole song literally called Parasite Eve, you know? Or the fact that the what was the name of the album? Like they actually literally have a song called Shadow Moses as well. Like that's pretty fucking cool. You know what I mean? Like they're so just like outright just big nerds and fans of the same shit. It's just so fucking cool. We don't talk. Thanks. I was worried about battery sizing and making sure everything was matching. Yeah, no worries, Mr. Problem. If you do have any other questions in general, feel free to go ahead and ask this chat. You can also mods. If someone can go ahead and provide a link to the Discord server, that'd be greatly appreciated as well. But yeah, no. If you can also join the Discord server too, Mr. Problemo, and you can also ask more opinions around. For me personally, that's what I would suggest. If you want something that's gonna be really solid, you know, going to be super competitive right out the box. You don't have to worry about anything. It's very simple. Yeah, there you go. We don't talk about the third birthday. Third birthday. Oh. Whoops. I didn't wipe that from my mind. Whoopsies. All right, scrolling up. Make sure I don't miss anything. Okay, yeah, it should for sure. Dino Crisis remix. Yes, Prime Tech. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. I have been dying for Dino Crisis remake so bad, dude. I want that. The fan made ones are really solid, but I need that official, man. I need that official remake. If you can do it for all the classic RE games, literally OG one, right? That came out like on the GameCube. That was that one was solid. I love that game. That's I think the best. Yeah, I would say like it's hard to say. I just really like that one a lot, right? And just the fact that you were able to remake 1, 2, 3, and even 4, and you can't do one Dino Crisis game. Seriously, like come on now, this is pissing me off. They can do it. It's literally sitting on money, and they're not gonna do anything with it. So that one as well. This one as well. What are you talking about, Prime Tech? Metal Gear is a movie. Yeah, dude, 4-hour cutscenes, bro. Isn't it 4? Isn't it in Metal Gear Solid 4 where like there's like a literal like 1-hour cutscene, if I'm not mistaken? I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it's in 4 that's where that exists. Have you seen my new Kappa build? It's in the Discord. I have not Happy Ghost Ninja. Let me see. Where is it? Where's Discord? Discord. Come on, Discord, open up. Open up for me, baby. Open up for me. Brewer, Bloodsport is go. Dude, I love Bloodsport. Dude, I fucking love it, man. Hold up. We're coming back. We're coming back. We are coming back. Waiting for it to catch up. There we go. Okay, la chinga. All right, cool. We're back. We're back, baby. We are so back. Hello. We're back, department. We're so back. Metal Gear Solid 4 last cutscene is about 90. Damn! Yeah, dude. I am watching a movie. It's so long. Here's the thing. It's cinema. It's peak cinema, bro. But yeah, Metal Gear Solid 4 got crazy. That Taco Bell internet. Hey man, it's McDonald's Wi-Fi, all right? It's McDonald's Wi-Fi. Get it right. Back had to find a TV remote that some little turd hit on me. Did he hide it on purpose? That's funny. Star Taxi. Whatever happened to German or Russian pistols pre-1950? If it isn't H&K, it doesn't exist. Why don't we see PO8 or reliable TT33? The ICSPM is about all there is. I don't even think... Let's see here. Do we even have any more of these? We just don't really see too many people asking for them. That's the thing. Like, right now, the airsoft market, specifically in the U.S., has been so dominated by high Kappas, Glocks, M4s, ARs, and maybe the occasional AK. So it really makes, when you get to see something like the FAL like come into the market, it really does feel like a breath of fresh air, But yeah, no, it would be nice to see a PO8 again. It would be nice to see, well, actually, hold on. Did I spell that right? There is this one. If you were talking about the TT33, the Tokarev we actually do still carry one there. If you were looking for just like a throwback pistol, there you go. Honestly, if I'm talking throwback pistols for like Cold War stuff, I actually also really like Browning high powers. I actually really like the high power stuff too. WeTech also does. Good old WeTech, right? Making some of the weird shit out there, being one of the only providers of it. You know what? It works. I don't have problems with it. Do it. Why not? Fuck it. Why not? Life is too short. You know what I mean? Life is too short. Yeah, he hit it on purpose. I posted something for you in general. Okay, in general in the Discord. All right, let me see here. Hopefully it doesn't freeze up again. Because when I tried opening up Discord, it froze the entire internet. All right. What the frick? What is this? What is this? What are you doing? Why would you do this? What? No, absolutely not. I am not going to do that. No, gross. Oh, I love Gremlins 2, bro. Honestly, I love the original Gremlins, but Gremlins 2 is just kind of special. I don't know what it is. It's just very special to me. Where is it? Happy Ghost Ninja, where the fuck is your build? I don't see it, bro. Alright, is it on share your content? No. Is it roast my build? Where the hell is it? Wait. Oh my god. Chat, what do we think about this? Is this heresy or am I crazy? Oh, hold on. That doesn't. There you go. What are we thinking here? What is this? What are we like? I've seen this before. He came in with this. I don't know why I wasn't expecting it to not be. Oy. Happy Ghost. I just gotta ask, man. Do you just want to play paintball? Is that it? Do you just want to play paintball and you're just being an airsofter in disguise? What are we doing? You've lost the plot. You've lost the plot, bro. This is not. I don't know what are the Glink and Glorpa? Oh no, dude, this is so cursed, bro. I don't know. I don't even want to say blurs because there's nothing blessed about this. It's the only thing that's good, I'll be honest, like about this in terms of like, okay, that's not super cursed, is the fact that you at least kept the colorways the same. It is still a black and gold build, which is, again, not bad. I've seen plenty of black and gold builds. It's a tasteful color combo. It can be done very well. This, I don't. I don't know, guys. You let me know what you think, dude. I don't know what to say about this. Could be worse. Could be an AAP01. I'll be honest. I think I would rather it be an AAP01. You know what I mean? RPG, take that back. I got my first community guideline violations. Is there anything to continue not be on the naughty list? 920 Tactical Whiskey. What did you do? What did you do? Or rather, knowing YouTube, what didn't you do but YouTube is accusing you of doing? I'm genuinely curious now. What happened? Problemo, 0.28 what is it? What size BBs is M54? So they're all the same size, Mr. Problemo. Mr. Problemo, they're all the exact same size, all 0.20 or all 6mm BBs. The minimum weight you can use on quality airsoft guns like these is going to be 0.20 gram or above. I like 2.8s and 3.0s personally, but you can use 2.5s and that's fine as well. Bear in mind, the heavier weight that you go, the more you do have to dial your hop-up chamber in order to really maximize your range, but it does fare much better whenever there's like a cross breeze or other environmental conditions. It's nice to have the heavier weight BBs. I would say the max that you would typically want to go for something like that would be like a 3.8. I would not recommend anything really over a 3.2 to be completely honest. I would say stick with a 2.8 or a 2.5 and you should be fine. Yeah, do not use .12s in your gun. Yeah, hell no. Don't do that. 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 Hell no. God, not the 1.2s. Not the 1.2s. Don't do the 1.2. It's fire though. Yeah, I want to set it on fire. It should be a great speed soft gun. Yes, this is a very okay, you know what? I can't even say that though. You know why? Because the tank is sticking out right there. You're better off running it on your back and then just having the line. That's the one time I'm gonna say the line would actually be better. I get to try it out next Monday. Oy. You know what? Best of luck to you. I just don't like the idea of having that thing right there. Your tank right there. It just doesn't. No, I don't like it. I don't like. No, sir. I don't like it. Weapons and pew pew. First community guidelines violation. There's really nothing you can do. Honestly, once you're there, you're pretty much stuck. Just, if anything, if the video is still showing, like, restricted or anything, or if it's like an image you uploaded in its community guidelines, I would say just delete it. You're better off just deleting it entirely so it stops affecting, your channel entirely. It's more comfortable. No, it's not. That is the biggest huffacopium I have ever heard anybody say. It is not more comfy. Happy Ghost. It ain't. No one tells us that CTF is making a select fire frame. Oof. Which we might be carrying actually in the future. Hey. Maybe one day I'll throw some 1.2s in my built-up SR25 just for QC. Yeah, it explodes. It won't actually explode, but still, it would be hilarious to see what happens with it. Deleted, appreciate it. Yeah, sorry, 920. It's YouTube it's YouTube, right? Yeah. Community guideline violations, they absolutely blow, bro. It sucks. But there are ways around it. It just sucks because once you get on the naughty list, you're essentially on there forever. You know what I mean? The YouTube algorithm is always going to remember it. Unfortunately, it never forgets. Give me a second. I'm also eating some food right now. Rest of me surprise them on a Saturday. What's up with people trying to M4 their high cappers? Dude, people want to M4 everything that isn't an M4. People want to M4 their AKs. That was the first one, right? People wanted to M4 their AKs. No, technically speaking, people wanted to M4 their G36Cs. People would get the adapters so you could run M4 style magazines in their G36s. That was a big thing. And then they wanted the flat top G36. So they could put it. They wanted an M4. They just wanted an M4, right? And not only that, then they would start doing that to their AK. They wanted the tactical, operator AK, right? They wanted a buffer tube. They wanted the right pistol. Like, they wanted to literally just M4 it. And I was like, all right, cool. Whatever. I didn't care. It didn't matter, right? Everyone wants to M4 everything. Even freaking, like, Boaz wants, like, even when, like, SMGs or PDWs come out, he's like, what if it had, like, just a regular buffer tube? Like, you just want an M4. You just want an M4. That's all you want. That's all you want is an M4. Though I will say this, though, about Boaz. At the very least, his love for the Tavor is true. He really does love the Tavor platform and the Tavor family. Like, genuinely, he really wants, like, a legit built-out Tavor. And, honestly, I hope that we get something like that in the future. He does like bullpups in general. But every other platform, he just wants to add, like, buffer 2, regular handguard on. Like, he just wants to M4 it. You know what I'm talking about. RPG Lover, he built an M4 the long way. Like, genuinely, it just straight up looks like an AR. Like, not even, like, a little bit different. No, it just straight up looks like an AR. But it's an AAP. I'm like, you could have just got an M4, bro. Like, he did it because it was the, what are you telling me? Like, just because he could, you know what I mean? Doesn't mean he should, but he did anyway. Am I forced to AEG? Airsoft in the snow up here in Wisconsin. We have a few more inches of snow right now. How not to run out of gas in 8 shots. Yeah, that's pretty rough. CO2. Run CO2 like something like an SR4 from KLI. A dual CO2 system. That'll work really nice. Mag warmers. That'll help sometimes too. Maybe in the staging area, carrying a blowtorch, like a little adapter, right, for your little propane tanks, and just start heating. Honestly, whenever we do filming with GBRs, if it's really cold outside, just to give it so we can get like more footage, we will intentionally like heat up the magazines sometimes just so that way they can work. Because whenever it drops below a certain temperature, it's like, man, it's rough. Like, it really is rough just to get even footage, And we need several like takes for all the B-roll and all the shooting that we do with it, right? We'll still review it and give our honest opinions about it, but for the shooting's sake, we need it to look good, right? It's the challenge. It's the challenge. Just might as well start calling SPRs DMRs now. Honestly, that's what a lot of the airsoft community does. If it's a long range build, even if it has just still like 5.56 or 223 style magazines, they'll still call it a DMR because DMR just to them just means long range. It's obviously not, but I mean, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Does Lancer Tactical make good enough BBs for 601? Yeah. Their regular streamlined competition BBs are great. I've never had a problem with those. Black gas for 32 degrees and below. Yeah, black gas also really does help as well. Do you remember? Pepper Rich Farm remembers. I love that meme. Such an old classic meme. I love that one. Yeah, I should. I'm so weak right now. Dude, that vitamin C, man, and that vitamin D. Take a little bit of a break, Darktree. Get some rest, my man. Drink some pho, bro. Pho. Well, the Vietnamese know how to cure up a cold. I'll tell you that much, bro. They know how to do it right. Dude, install that one as well. Answer that one as well. Answer that one as well. Okay, yep. Should be cut up. The 2 ways will work well. Maybe before answer that one. Answer that one as well. Answer that one. Everyone's reaction, they was just throwing up to that big photo. That's what you got. What you wanted, Happy Ghost Ninja. You got the reaction you wanted. Started on Metal Gear on Nintendo. Had to complain to mom to kick my dad off of it so we could play. Oh, were you playing the port that they made? That Konami made for what is it? The NES? Is that where your first one was, dude? That's crazy. You know what's weird? Everyone says that like, oh yeah, Kojima didn't have anything to do with the port for the NES version. But I'll be honest, the original Metal Gear on the MSX doesn't really seem to play that. There's obviously some differences for sure, but it doesn't really seem to play that much differently from the actual MSX one or from the Nintendo one. It seems more similar than most people want to admit, to be honest. I feel like it's a lot of Kojima glazers like trying to like ignore reality, honestly, and huffing that copium. But I'll be honest, if that was your first start like on Nintendo, valid. I still consider that a valid entry. Why not? You know, that's what most people back then, had in terms of people didn't have an MSX. People did not have most people's first exposure on a mainstream level to Metal Gear was Metal Gear Solid, right? Metal Gear Solid on the PlayStation 1. Which was mine as well. That was literally mine as well. I've only went back to the original because of the HD collection that I had for the PS3. I was able to be able to play the original like Metal Gear, and I was like, oh, this is a fun ass game. I could see myself liking this if I was around that time. But all the Metal Gears, used to get them for free. Yeah, you tell me about your mom, you the composer. Games all the time. Santa doing her first CQB indoors this weekend. Definitely got some nerves. Hey, you know what? You'll be fine, 920. You'll be absolutely fine. Just play it like you would any other game. Maybe just, if anything, just kind of pick up the speed or the uptake a little bit, and you'll be okay. You'll be A-okay, baby. Guys, we got 28 more minutes left of this live stream. If you guys do have any last-minute Airsoft questions, or not Airsoft questions, you're more than welcome to ask your question. Just put the letter Q right in front of your question. Take a shot every time I say the word question. Put the letter Q in front of your question when you put it in the YouTube live chat, and they'll be able to go ahead and answer from there, whether they be Airsoft-related or not. We can just shoot the shit for the entire time. Let's kick back, hang out for the remaining 20-odd minutes left of the stream, and just don't forget to take advantage of that promo where every $50 you spend gets you 2 entries into the live stream giveaway coming this Thursday, so don't miss out. So we got some more questions here. Redneck84, did you replace the grips to the reinforced ones on the LeVar models? I ordered a LeVar 15 from you guys earlier, just wondering if I should order the reinforced grip or not, if it already has it. I was not aware of any replacement grips being added to or replacing the reinforced ones on the LeVar. G&G has not told us anything about that. Honestly, Redneck, I wouldn't know until you open it up. I don't think so. I feel like they would have at least told. Then again, it's an Airsoft company. How likely are they to tell us of any changes? But I feel like G&G is actually pretty good about that. How is that low-quality Springer barrels, or how is it that low-quality Springer barrels can handle cheap, low-quality BBs, but the opposite happens when the high-quality agents? They just weren't designed for it. They just were not designed for that low of a weight. The only time I played Metal Gear was from the Pizza Hut demo in the 90s when I was like, bro, that brought me back. Holy shit. I haven't heard the words Pizza Hut demo in a long-ass time. Did you guys grow up? I don't know if you guys don't remember this. Do you guys remember the time when McDonald's, before they went like super minimalist like design, when they actually used to be fun and whimsy in terms of their aesthetic, they used to have right in front of like the play place, they used to have like consoles, like games for you to play. I remember I used to love going in there, like ordering breakfast on like a Saturday, and then I would just be playing like, I don't know, like what games did they play? I remember they had like the demo for the PlayStation 2 tie-in game for the first Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie. That game was freaking awesome. I love that Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2 though, freaking goated game and goated movie. That one was pretty sick. I remember they had Star Fox Assault as well on the GameCube. Dude, that shit was awesome. That shit was so sick. Those new springers are also low power. I believe you have LeVar. We've all LeVar now have the reinforced grip. Okay, good to know. Thank you. Yeah, because you own one RPG. Thank you. I have an idea what it is, but what's your favorite Airsoft replica released this year? Oh, dude, you guessed it. You already guessed it. OSWFAL, baby. OSWFAL for sure. Like, not even close. Like, that is no competition whatsoever. Isaias, you should join us on the Council of Airsoft Dudes holiday episode tomorrow night. I'm going over to my parents' house tomorrow. If I have time, yes, I will. I would love to join in because I love doing the Council of Airsoft Dudes. Sounds super fun. I always have a blast every time I do it. I might actually be able to. Maybe I might be able to swing that actually. I remember when McDonald's gave out records to play on your record player. It had the Big Macs on it. They gave out records? What? Whoa, what? That's crazy. What the hell? for your record player. That's a time traveling sentence right there. Holy shit. Question: how do you fix a leaking green gas magazine? Several ways to do it. It depends on where it's leaking from. If it's from any one of the valves, use a valve key. You can use a flathead screwdriver, but it's a little dangerous. I would say use a valve key. You can buy those individually, that's fine. And you can tighten the valves themselves. If it's leaking from there still, Teflon tape around the threads and insert it. That way it kind of seals it. It's not a permanent fix, but it definitely will help. Yeah. If it's a high kappa magazine, remove the base plate, and then underneath it, or like if there's like a polymer base cap on there, take the cap off. You can tighten that fill valve, and if that still isn't, sometimes the actual base screw, it's usually like a Phillips. Sometimes that'll just come loose. You can tighten that down, and that will help as well. It depends on the magazine specifically you're talking about, and then where it's also leaking from as well. But there are a couple ways to go ahead and fix them. Yeah, where's it leaking from? Depends on the leak. Yeah. McDonald's was giving them out in the late 80s, like 88 or 89. That's great. I do know the Big Mac song. I do know that song. It just became a meme for a while, so. It just starts leaking from the valve, I think. Yeah, if it's leaking from the fill valve, tighten the fill valve first. If that's where it's like going around from. And then you can also, again, depends on the platform too. If there's a screw that's holding the bottom plate in place, you can tighten that too. And then you can always use a Teflon tape trick as well. I'm sure brewers remember them. The Melanites. I've never had a GBB before. How do you tell? You already put enough gas in the mags. People saw videos, insert the thing, and instantly have the right amount. Honestly, don't even worry about like the videos like that. Sometimes just good editing that makes it look like they did it the right amount. I do a couple different ways. It's like, one, it's by hearing. Sometimes it depends on the mag, because a lot of the mags are made slightly differently. The use of their O-ring or not. Like a TM mag is a little bit different from how you would know fill up a regular mag. Usually I like most of them that I've had experience with are usually I typically do it by sound. When you're filling it up, you'll usually hear the pretty loud initial but then as you're filling it up, as it gets full, it starts to stop, starts to slow down, and it gets slower and quieter. When I hear it's okay, good. Then it's usually enough to go ahead and get through. But again, there are depends on the mag. It really depends on the brand specifically. They were small records. Plastic coat over paper, really flimsy. Dude, that's crazy. McDonald's is just giving out fucking records. Dude, that's crazy. Different time, man. Different time. Well, it's only ones that aren't the first wave live ours. Do all stock Humorex Bretta mags. CO2 to all stock Humorex Bretta mags. My local shop doesn't have any last. I was at. Wait, the all stock. Okay, what the fuck? Why can't I read this? The all stock Humorex Beretta magazines. CO2. If you're talking about the M9 blowback one, yes. But it depends on which specific one we're talking about. 9 Elite Force. Yeah. If you're talking about the actual blowback one, yes, we do. I have the M92A1 22 round CO2 magazine. I do have those available. I have that one, and I also have the... Come on. And we also do have the Extendo as well, in case that was also something that you were looking at, the 40-rounder. They are pretty pricey, but, I mean, that's just Elite Force for you, honestly. But we do have both of those mags available as well. But, yeah, Brewer, going back to your initial question, what is your favorite release? Yeah, it 100% is the FAL OSW. Again, dude, I love the FAL. It's my fucking favorite rifle platform of all time. I love that thing, right? So much history behind it. It's just a sick platform overall. And the OSW is like arguably the coolest version of it. Debatable, right? I personally think it is, but again, sometimes I kind of teeter-totter on it. But again, the OSW is it's fucking badass, and I love that thing. That one as well. Okay, should be all caught up. Scroll down. Oh, dude, the MSX version is totally different. You have to learn locations and order getting stuff from the US one. I know it has differences, but I feel like the way it plays is there with a few minor differences. It's not like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's a lot of people that like glaze the MSX one, and I get it. It's the OG, it's original, but even by today's standards, it's still a frustrating game regardless. That has a lot of similar issues. I think there was actually even a video, check it out on YouTube, Squirrely, where they actually compared the differences between the two, and they were talking about, the history of, Metal Gear in like the US and how he went back and he actually compared the two, and he's like, this game isn't like, perfect either. This thing also has a lot of frustrating issues that are very similar to the one on Nintendo. My go-to for a clearing or for clearing a cold is either hot and sour soup or Everclear. Hot and sour soup. Let's stick to that. Let's stick to that one. Remember that brown gas commercial that Airsoftology made? Pepper Ridge Farm members. I do remember that. That was a long time ago. Names. You can also try red gas. Yep. You gotta go to a pho place, ask for soup. Someone DoorDash me some pho. What do you mean? What do you mean? And I don't mean the ones with weird names. It has to be one with the numbers. Yeah, it's gotta be like pho something number 3 or something. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck, dude? Those places are the bomb, bro. I got myself, like, when I was in Vegas for last year's SHOT Show. I think it was like the first day we got pho after the first day. It's a random ass place, completely off the strip. You gotta get off the strip, right? Completely off the strip, dude. It was like one of those random, like, had numbers at the end. I didn't even understand what the entire menu was, and I was like, combination pho, give me that shit, right? Large. They brought me the big ass bowl that was meant to feed a family. I got a dinosaur bone in it too. Oh, dude, it was the best, bro. Dude, that pho was immaculate on the first night, dude. It was so good. Like Scoop, this pho really be bussin'. Rare. Russin'. Wish they did that instead of these new toys they give away. He'll probably remember them. They even had... What are you talking about? My dad about those, right? Oh, we're still talking about the record, dude. I mean, it is crazy. It is crazy. If you want more info, DM me and I'll let you know about the design. Alright, cool. Yeah, I'll probably end up DMing you, honestly. Guys, we got... What is that? 18 minutes left of the stream before we close out. Last opportunity to get those orders in. Remember, every $50 you spend gets you 2 chances of winning this week's live stream giveaway. So don't miss out and get those orders in before it's too late. Whether it be for a mystery box, a double trouble mystery box, which will get you 16 chances of winning. It's literally the best move that you could possibly make because you get 2 airsoft guns for the price of 1, and maybe end up winning a 3rd one for free because of the giveaway. Well. $50, 50 doll hairs, bro. 50 doll hairs. I love how the Ruger Mark IV is just as effective as a deal in airsoft land because 6mm. Yeah, dude. At the end of the day, we're all shooting 6mm. You know what I mean? Like, ballistics work very differently on an airsoft gun to a real gun, and more so especially because we're only just using 6mm in the first place, right? Ramen, pho, menudo, or pozole ranked. Ooh, that's a brewer. That is a great. What's up, Sigma? Good to have you here, man. Sigma, join in on this. Do your ranking. Ramen, pho, menudo, and pozole. Ranking. Where do they go? Okay, so for me, number one. In terms of just my go-to, it cannot just be for curing ailments. It has to be just overall, right? Everything. Number 1 is ramen. Then I think pho. Then I think pozole. And then menudo is less. I don't despise any of them. I don't dislike any of them. They're all really good. But ramen and pho, bro. Oh, dude, it's so good. It's so good, dude. It's so delicious. You know what's actually really bussin' too? Ramen pozole. Ramen pozole is fucking fire, dude. It's someone was making it one time at an MSW event, and even one of the places that I go to. I think Dark Trail was telling you that this place that does like really, really good birria queso tacos. This place they also do, cause like birria is like such a big thing, right? They'll do like birria pizza. They'll put it in like you're like in ramen as well. Like, dude, it's good. It's so good. Birria ramen, dude. Oh, bro, nut. It's so delicious, bro. It's so good. Ramen then pho. Yeah, I think when you're sick though, strictly for a curing, or like an ailment. You know what I mean? Like, I would say pho is, like, number 1 for sure. Opinions on what you would suggest for magnified optic, ACOG, LCAN, LPVO, etc. Spectre LCAN style, I like that one because of the 4 times magnification. I feel like even for SPRs and DMRs, I feel like 4 times is, like, solid enough to get you going because that's pretty freaking far for airsoft, honestly. And I feel like if you go with one of these Spectre LCAN style ones, or the G&G 1 to 4 times scope optic, I don't know why they don't just call it trademarks and licensing, what have you. If you have the option of switching to 1 to 4 times, even if it's just those 2 settings, I feel like it's worth it. Because if you do want to be able to go and use it for closer range, you still have the 1 times But honestly, like 4 times having that ability to just use that in and out, like it's pretty convenient. When it comes to on like magnified stuff, like ACOGs are fine, but I feel like the eye relief is never really that great. But it also depends on the specific ACOG that we're talking about. You know what I mean? LPVOs, Cisco would argue would be number one because having like pure like adjustable magnification is really really nice. But for me personally, I've always just felt like I've always liked the aesthetics more of the LCAN a bit more. But LPVOs, I feel like, are a really solid option for pretty much everybody. I have no qualms with an LPVO, and I've used them, and they're good. But I just think for me, for my aesthetic, I just like the LCANs more, and it does pretty much what I would do with an LPVO anyway. Like if I'm gonna be that close, if I'm using it in a CQB environment and I'm having to clear buildings, I'm not using the optic. I'm gonna be real. I'm just fucking spraying and praying, right? I'm aiming off the board. I'm using my thumb to guide, and that's about it, right? Like if you get enough practice time with your blaster, you'll be able to know exactly where it's gonna hit. Especially if you're like within close range of close proximity of your targets. I feel like you're gonna be fine. It's when it's further out that I'm like, okay, 4 times, and that gets the job done, right? But they're all cool at the end of the day, realistically. Have you had birria ramen? Dude, I have, bro. Yeah, I know, right as you type it. Yeah, dude, I have. It's so good, dude. It's so delicious. Dartry, brewer, you need to come out with us whenever Jazz and I go out to the night market that we go to for this shit. Dude, it's so bussin', bro. Ramen number 1, though. Add an extra egg and extra pork. I need that extra chashu. I need more of that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I need more. Do we scroll down the most recent Dartry, I'm looking at Oh, you look. You know Evolution Gear too, bro? Dude, yeah, that's the ones that I use. Scrolling, that's where I use as well, dude. That's what I do. That's what I go to. That's where all of our team goes to for most of ours. I still got Power Rangers toys from McDonald's. Hell yeah, dude. Videos look cooler. If Cisco would agree with that, but me personally, but the true winner is Boko. I don't even know what that is, RPG lovers. You're going to need to enlighten me on that one, brother. Opinion on external hammers. What do you mean by external hammers? What do you mean? In what regard? Are you talking about like the difference between like strike fire pistols versus like, having hammer? I don't really have much of a preference, to be honest. Ramen is top and then pho. The other two don't make the list. Wow! Racist, bro. Racism. That's fine. I'm kidding. Sigma 013 is not racist. I'm kidding. Well, maybe. I'm kidding. But what if? I'm just joking. Unless I'm just joshing. Queso turn Naruto. What are you talking about? What do you mean? Evolution Gear, best replica. Yeah, if you're looking for like those very specific styles, yeah. Yeah, Brewer, you know they are. Yeah. If you know, you know. I'm hella ready. Wow, just like that. I have too many race cars. Remember when you were little and you were a kid and you want to be a race car driver? Look at you now. Racist. Dartry, I showed Boaz Evolution your website. I knew about it because of Taylor. Isaias, look in general chat. Oh no. Is this NSFW? Please don't be. Hold on, I'm looking. What the fuck? Come on, man. There we go. Holy shit! That's what it looked like? What the hell? What the heck? You could win what? Is that 1 million? 1 million instantly. Play this record now. What? Dude, that's crazy. Oh, there I am. Dude, that's funny as fuck. Huh. That's pretty cool, actually. That is crazy. McDonald's marketing used to be crazy back then, bro. That's hilarious. That is insane what they used to do just to get more people to eat our burgers. As well. Search Boko in Google and you. I'm scared now. I'm always scared of like looking stuff up that you guys suggest because I always feel like it's gonna be like sketch stuff. KHO. Oh, okay. This is a popular aromatic Vietnamese beef stew. Oh, I love beef stew. Known for its rich, savory, and fragrant broth. Ooh, this look good, actually. This look really good. This look delicious. Ooh, I see. Yes. Ooh, that looks good. That looks delicious. I would love to put my mouth all over this. Anyway, moving on. Actually, other soup that I fucking love is, or soups I should say, tom yum and tom kha. Lemongrass soup and then coconut soup, Thai. Oh, dude, Thai food is so good. Thai food is so good. I fucking love Thai food so much. I love tom kha. I actually make my own. Holy shit, I was not expecting mine to be that good. I gotta make some. I gotta make some and just bring it for everyone that's like local here. That'd be fucking sick. I got a couple of those records when I was a kid. I wanted that $1,000,000. Yeah, I can imagine that, just collecting a bunch of those. The admin Discord and the German server. Alright, guys, gotta get started for finals. No worries, Happy Ghost Ninja. Have yourself a wonderful night, and I'll see you on Thursday. I'll ask Steve as he'll carry us. Pause. No worries. Guys, we got 9 minutes left before we close out. If you got any last minute questions, feel free to go ahead and ask away. Put the letter Q in front of your question. Makes it a lot easier. Take advantage now. Get those orders in before it strikes 9:30, because at that point the promo will be going away, and every order that you place henceforth will only count as one entry into this Thursday's giveaway until the next live stream. So don't miss out and get those orders in. Tonkatsu ramen is my favorite. Same. But I have made a MX ramen with esquites. Ooh, a little bit of that corn in there. That esquite, bro. Oh, fuck, that sounds good. That sounds really good, too. Bro. But you know what? I will say, when I'm sick, even though I will have the pho, and it feels amazing, I prefer pho when I'm not sick, and I actually really, really just enjoy ramen overall. I fucking love ramen, dude. Ramen is so good. It's so fucking delicious, bro. Tonkatsu is so fucking fire. I remember when I took my dad to this ramen place that was pretty popular around here. And he was kind of going through like a little bit of a diet, he's trying to lower his cholesterol and everything. He's done a really good job. He's fucking on it. He's done a really good job at getting to the point where he wants to be overall health-wise. But at the time, he was like, still trying to maintain it. But he was trying to make sure that he was eating generally healthier. So nothing really fatty. Sticking to a lot of vegetables, of course. Trying to like exercise as much as possible. And I remember I think it was my birthday, and I really wanted to get some like ramen. So went to this place, and of course, right, he was like, he was enjoying what he got as well. My mom was as well, and because they just make really good food overall. But I was like, hey, try this. You're going to like this. What is this? I was like, this is tonkatsu. He's like, okay, this is the pork one, right? I was like, yeah, it's the pork one, the fatty one. And he's like, I can tell it's fattier. He takes a sip of the broth, and he's like, oh, man, that's so rich. And he's like, no. Try the chashu with it as well, right? So he grabbed some of the chashu with it. Bear in mind, this man hadn't had red meat in a hot minute. And he takes a bite, and he slurps some of the broth, and you just see, like, if you guys have seen the movie Finding Nemo, Bruce the shark, when his eyes roll back like that, like just like this man, I was like, damn man, this man has been suffering. This man has been in the Saharan desert, and this is his only cup of cool, refreshing water this man has seen in a fortnight. Holy crap, dude. This like, I saw his reaction. I was like, oh yeah, it got him, absolutely got him. Only ramen I've had was that top ramen you get at the grocery store. No, it's a crime. It's a crime. Crazy J, if you ever come down, we will take you to some good ramen spots as well, so you can have some really, really good ramen. We gotta take them, man. Egg drop soup with the crispers. Egg drop soup, tom yum soup. I made a beer out of that back in the day. Ginger and coconut. Yeah, you know what's crazy? Tom yum, or rather tom kha, right? Tom yum, tom kha. They actually don't use a lot of. They'll use ginger, but they actually will typically more often than not use galangal root, which is also really, really good. Galangal is like a more lemony, citrusy version of. That's the best way I can describe it. Honestly, I lack the vocabulary to really describe it properly, but it's like a more citrusy version of like ginger almost. It's really fucking good. That's how I find him. Discord text. We all got to rest for work, so take care, man. No worries, Primo Technician. Have yourself a wonderful night, dog. Guys, if you haven't already, before you leave, make sure to leave a like on this live stream, please and thank you. It does wonders for the YouTube algorithm because it does nothing for us right now. So all likes really, really do help. Okay, some time. Got to visit Brewer and drink a few with him. Absolutely, dude. We all got to get together. Come to the coast. Come to California. Have a few drinks. Have a few laughs. Use coconut, ginger, and lemongrass. Ooh, yeah. Lemongrass, oddly enough, is not a very common ingredient. You really got to go out of your way to find lemongrass. Like, you can get it. It's not hard per se, but it's definitely not available at like your local Kroger's or anything. You know. Real ramen is bomb. Absolutely, it is. We should go eat ramen. We should actually. We should go eat some ramen. That would actually be pretty sick. If like after airsoft. The problem is though, I think after airsofting, because I'm so hot and sweaty, the last thing I want is soup. I don't know if that makes sense. Like when I'm hot and sweaty, I don't want soup, bro. I don't want to drink my food. I want to chew. What would be a good place to start using a high kappa? Wasn't sure if there are any new cheaper base builds that are worth looking at. What would be a good place to start using? Well, a good place as in, do you mean to start using it like fields? I mean, any indoor CQB style arena, airsoft arena would be pretty much your best bet. Anything with close quarters, because you are using essentially a pistol as your primary. So you don't want to be outgunned very easily by bringing it to an outdoor field and everyone's, lighting you up with ARs, for example, right? But as far as builds, like, base builds to go off of, look up Jag Arms GMX, Lancer Tactical Heracles, Army Armament, high cap, pretty much any of their high caps would work. Yeah, those would be the ones. Maybe even like some of the other Jag Arms pistols, but it really depends on your budget, really. If you want like some really high quality stuff and you don't mind spending a little extra bit of cash, you could always try the Terran Tactical Innovations fully licensed pistols from Jag Arms. Those are fucking fantastic. Those are awesome pistols. Seriously, love those. But it depends on your budget, really, at the end of the day. Now I'll be in Tampa with Cutter for all those showing up here in March. Absolutely. Absolutely. Make sure I miss anything. I should be all caught up on all these. Yeah. I should be all caught up on all these. Oh, man. Today was... Oh, yeah, Lancer Nightshade. That's also another good suggestion. Thank you. Thank you, Crazy Ray. Oh, man. I'm wondering if tomorrow I will be able to post as much social media, just because, again, with the amount of orders that we have been getting, it's been fucking crazy, which is a good thing. I do appreciate all the orders, but I wonder if I'm gonna have to spend tomorrow also in the back as well, packing up stuff, trying to assist freaking shipping with getting out their orders as soon as possible. That is a possibility, but we will see. Tomorrow, what else do I got planned? What else is going on tomorrow in terms of work stuff? I'm pretty sure that's sort of like the biggest thing, of course, helping out as many people as I possibly can, and of course trying to ship out those packages as soon as possible as well. Remember, guys, if you do have any questions as well that you feel like you want to ask but you didn't get a chance to ask it during this live stream, you're always welcome to ask us directly on Discord. There have been a lot of people that will go on Discord and just start asking questions, but they won't put it in the right channels, which is fine. I mean, I get it. They're new. They're not really too sure. But always remember that if we are on a platform, you are more than welcome to ask your questions, but make sure you ask your questions directly. DM us, direct message us. I appreciate all the mods that are there on the Discord actually guiding people in the direction of actually messaging us directly. That really helps us out a lot. Seriously, thank you. It does mean a lot. But there are still some people that will do, even on our YouTube, even on our like IG, people will they see that we have an account, but won't message us. It's been getting to that point where there are some people that will comment stuff it's pretty negative, and it's okay, how can we help you? Sorry if that happened to you, and then nothing, radio silence. So I don't know what's happening with that. We'll keep an eye out on that as well. If you guys do feel like you have questions that you want to ask our customer service, again, DM us directly, Instagram, Discord server, email, live chats during normal business hours. That is the best way to get a hold of us right now. Phone calls are also available, but remember, it's holiday season. We get swamped on the phone lines, so just keep that in mind as well. You got those Ace Tech Quadra yet? Not yet, RPG. Soon. I promise you, we will be getting those in very, very soon. All right, guys, that's going to be it for tonight's live stream. I appreciate every single one of you guys, again, for tuning in to tonight's stream. It's always a blast hanging out with every single one of you guys. I would not be here if it weren't for the support that you guys continuously give out to myself and also Airsoft Chat. That is the most direct way to support your channel by getting all your airsoft goodies from us, right? Again, it means the world to me that you choose to spend your free time with myself, and especially a lot of you East Coast. Shout out to the East Coast guys and everyone else in this chat as well. If you haven't already, leave a like on the stream, hit that bell icon, you're notified every time we drop new content when you're subscribed. YouTube does do a really good job of letting people know, so it always helps to go ahead and bump those numbers up as much as possible. Spread this around as much as possible. Let people know that this Thursday we got a giveaway going on, and someone is going to be taking home a brand new airsoft gun. But they got to make sure that they get those orders in. Any $20 or greater order, and they have a shot. We still got mystery boxes. We still got sales. Don't miss out. It's all freaking there. It's all super easy to get into. But again, I will see you guys all this coming Thursday, and hope you guys have a wonderful night.